Hey Virgos, this is your love reading for the beginning of March 2019. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel to get notifications about future readings. I'll be doing a full moon reading mid-month, and mid-March, and also another love reading at the end of March. So yeah, click that bell so you can get notified when those come available. You can also follow me on Instagram at Lunasync. Lunasync. I've already shuffled your cards. I did a meditation on your energy, so let's sync up. This is you, Page of Pentacles. This is the other, Ace of Swords. This is the composite energy, King of Pentacles. Ooh. And this is the insight, Four of Swords. Alright, so you have the Page of Pentacles, Virgo. This is somebody who is at the beginning of learning the craft that will provide very well for them in the future. So this is often read as the apprentice card. Apprentices are in that stage of learning where they're on to something, right? They know what they want to do. They know what they want to learn. And they are at the beginning of learning and doing. So they're developing their skill set. Whatever they're working on, and I just have to say that this page is looking very intently at this sword. Whatever they're working on, it will be long-lasting. Typically is long-lasting. The pentacles are about building something that is very solid, that will support you throughout your life. So it's a skill that will support you and provide very well for you in the future. So that's the Page of Pentacles. That's you. And then the other is the Ace of Swords reversed. So typically the Ace of Swords is about a new beginning in terms of a thought form or an idea. Like, oh, wow, okay, I had this idea and it is bringing about this new beginning or this new opportunity. It's very mental. It's about clarity, and again, it's about, all the aces are about a new beginning or a new opportunity. However, this Ace of Swords is reversed, so it's like your partner or the other person is not offering this new idea, or is not on board maybe with this new idea, with this new beginning. It's almost like you had an idea, like, it's almost like you and your partner, you had this idea like, hey, I want to do this thing. And your partner's like, I don't know about that. But let's move on. The King of Pentacles, this is the composite energy. And again, it looks like this king is looking up at this Ace of Swords reversed. The King of Pentacles, it's somebody who, so he's at the near end of having worked on this thing, you know, that the page is holding for most of his life. And now he's sitting very solidly and reaping the rewards, and not just reaping the rewards, but sharing the rewards as well. The King of Pentacles is very generous with what he's accumulated and what he's developed and what he's worked on throughout his entire life. He's somebody who's put the work in, and now, you know, it's paying off. And it's paying off for more people than just himself. And maybe that's why he's also looking up at you, or at this other person, at your partner, at this other that you're considering at this moment. He wants her or him, it's almost like he's looking for approval here. Like, are you on board with this? I want to share this with you. The insight is the Four of Swords. This is a time, Four of Swords upright is a time of recuperation. It's restorative rest. It's like, I don't know. It doesn't feel very much like a choice to me. It feels like whatever has come before the Four of Swords, it's been very, very taxing. And this time of recuperation is like mandatory. It's necessary. It's not something that you can say, oh, I think I'll rest now. It's actually like you're forced into, or like you have no other choice. You have to stop. You have to rest. And it's also like a little, it's somewhat final. But it's the insight again. This is the composite energies and this is the insight. So it's like you're coming out of this period where no decisions are being made. Maybe this is that a decision absolutely has to be made. Like, we can't continue to lie prone here. We have to come out of this posture of, I don't know, it's almost like, it's like a possum, like how a possum plays dead. This man is sort of playing dead, just refusing to make a decision, or refusing to get up, or refusing to be alive, to come alive. But in this position, like, that's not gonna cut it anymore. You've got to, this is a time of coming out of that place. But let's get some clarification cards. Particularly, since we're talking about it, around the Four of Swords. This is the insight. The insight. What is, please clarify. Ooh, right away. Lots of cards. Okay, we'll read all of them. Five of Pentacles. This is poverty mentality. Feeling neglected, abandoned, feeling out, like you're out in the cold. Page of Swords. This is a rash, impulsive personality, also an apprentice. Sometimes gossipy, very immature. This is the High Priestess. So getting connected with your inner wisdom. The High Priestess is also somebody who, counter to the Magician, very powerful, very intuitive, very wise, but doesn't take action, doesn't take initiative, sort of just sits with her wisdom. Doesn't take initiative like the Magician. And then we have, well, I don't know, the Four of Pentacles was in the reverse, and I wanted to write it, but it was in the reverse. So this is letting go. Like somebody's been really holding on to their time, energy, and resources, and it's time to let go. It's much like this card. There's the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Swords. It's time to get up and get moving. It's also time to let go of what you've been holding on to for so long. Let go of your fear of not having enough. And maybe that's what this is. Like, your partner is sort of afraid of, like, this new idea. Like, I don't know, like, this is a big change. I'm not sure that we're going to be able to do this. I'm not sure that we're going to have enough. You know, like, all those doubts that come along with poverty mentality. Like, we don't have enough. We're not going to have enough. Like, what if we don't have enough? What if we, you know, end up homeless? What if we don't have the support that we need? But again, there's the Ace of Swords, which is a new beginning around an idea, like a new idea. There's a new idea floating, and it's at the seed stage. And then we have the Page of Swords, which is an opportunity around a new idea, like developing ideas, learning about new ideas. And the High Priestess is about getting connected with your inner wisdom. Again, not taking much action, except that is the action, is to get connected with yourself, get connected with your inner wisdom. There seems to be some work that needs to be done here in terms of like boom, 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 in terms of sort of not getting on board with an idea, like becoming okay with an idea, moving forward, taking action, becoming alive with an idea, overcoming some poverty mentality, letting go of your fear. In order for you, Virgo, to materialize what it is that you want here, this new course of action that you want to take, this new thing that you want to develop and manifest. Let's also pull some clarifying cards for the reversed Ace of Swords, for your partner, for the other. Can you tell us a little bit more about the reversed Ace of Swords. Why is this person not able to get on board with this idea, or why are they holding back? What is this about? And let's just do one card this time, not 4, please. Thank you. Okay, well, all right. Ace of Cups, reversed. This is a new beginning in love, but not because it's reversed. Maybe that's what this is about. This has to do with a love relationship. So that helps to clarify it. Maybe they're not certain that your love, this love relationship, can handle the changes that this focus will demand, the demands that it will place on your love relationship. Is this a new love relationship that you're in right now? Is it too new to move forward in this way? Let's pull some more clarifying cards for the other. Okay. Just one, please, for the other. Reversed Ace of Swords, reversed Ace of Cups. Is this something that you want, but you're not quite getting? Like you want this other person? Okay, so we have 2. We have the Queen of Swords, and we have the King of Swords reversed. Okay. The King of Swords is not coming correct. This is the Queen and the King are both the epitome of the Swords suit. So they have, like, the Queen is very sharp. She's very analytical. So is the King. They are at the top of their game in terms of their ability to, gosh, I don't know, just the sharpness of their thoughts and the sharpness of their approach and their clarity. You can see she's holding a sword. It's sort of like a sword of illumination. And let's take a look at this. Her sword is up in the air, his sword is down, but he's also floating in the air. He's also holding a sword, pointing at the earth. Her sword is pointing at the sky. So somebody has made a decision. I feel like it's the Queen. She's the one that's standing in her power. She's made a decision. She's very clear on her decision. She's standing in her decision in a very strong and steadfast way. The King's thought and his approach is corrupted in some way. The King is not coming correct. So maybe she feels, whoever this other is, she or he, feels like you need to come correct. Like the way that you're thinking about this is not, I'm not comfortable with it. And I know a better way. So let's talk a little bit about your approach to this situation, Virgo. Because it looks like you want something and you're not getting it. It's like you want to start this new thing and you want your partner to come along, but she's like, I don't know about that. So let's pull a card that will help clarify what your approach should and could be. It's the skunk. Oh, okay. All right. I like the skunk. The skunk is great. In fact, it's springtime, so I've been seeing and smelling a lot of skunk around. The skunk is about leaking sexual energy or leaking energy, and it's also about reputation. It's about self-esteem. So even just pulling this before we read it, I'm getting the sense that you want her, him, you want the other. Maybe you've made an advancement and you've said, hey, you've put it out there, like, I know we can do this, like, you're the right one for me, like, let's make this happen. And you're getting some resistance. So let's read the card. 7, skunk, and it's upright. So let's read it in the upright position. Learn to assert without ego what you are. Respect follows. Your self-respectful attitude will repel those who are not of like mind, and yet will attract those who choose the same pathway. As the odor of skunk attracts others of its kind, it repels those who will not respect its space. Skunk medicine people have the ability to attract others, and they are very charismatic. At the same time, the other side of their natural power is to repel those who seek to take energy from them without recycling the gifts they have taken. Skunk medicine people also know how to use the energy flows that will attract a lover. Some people call this sexual magic, as it is akin to the musk scent that animals excrete to attract a mate. It can be dangerous to leak sexual energy if you're not looking for a mate. It puts you into a games condition that may feed your ego, but not how others feel about you. If you are attracting others who have an interest in you, you are in a sense saying, "I'm available." This can cause hard feelings when the truth comes out. It also leaks energy that you could have used in a more constructive way. So, the beginning of this, the explanation of this card is interesting to me, and it made me think about, that maybe this, so obviously there's something that you want here. I mean, the King of Pentacles is looking up at the other. The Page of Pentacles is looking at the other. And I believe both of these cards represent you. This is the composite energy. But I really feel your energy here because you have the Page of Pentacles here, you have the King of Pentacles here. Like, you want something with this person. However, it might not be the best fit for you. You know, they were talking about attracting people of like mind. Like, when you really stand in your power and you you approach people and you approach life from a place of real self-esteem, that you attract you attract what's good for you. You attract what is in your greatest good. And so there may be some information here or something here that even though you want it, you're like leaking your sort of sexual energy and you're like, you know, like, I want this. It might not be the best fit for you. I don't know. Let's pull some clarifying cards around that question. Is this relationship a good fit for Virgo? We know Virgo wants this. Why is Virgo facing obstacles? These two jumped out. 3. There's 3. We have the Star reversed. We have the Strength card upright. We have the 8 of Cups. You don't want to walk away from this. You're holding on. You're still holding on here. You gotta let go. The Star card reversed. You need to take some time out to engage in a healing process. You don't want to, but you need to. In order to connect with your inner strength. In order to connect with your self-esteem. You know, like what's to come correct. In order to come correct, really. For yourself. And you might have to just walk away for a bit of time or turn your back on it. So, Virgo, that is your reading for your love reading for the beginning of March. I hope it was helpful. I hope you got something out of it. If you liked this video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel to get notifications. Like I said, there will be a full moon reading mid-March and another love reading at the end of March. You can also follow me on Instagram at LunaSync. Tune in next week, and I hope you have a beautiful week. Until next time.